Hello everyone and welcome to Ellenwood High School as the Ellenwood's men's team will start their sub-state week here off at home as they will be taking on Whitewater Remington. They'll be taking on the Whitewater Broncos as the winner of this game will head to Inman and they will be taking on the winner of Inman and Sedgwick. The loser's season will be over. It looks like we'll have the national anthem coming up here shortly. Yesterday at Mound Ridge, the Ellenwood Lady Eagles came up with a close victory over the Lady Wildcats. That game ended in a score of 56-54. So the Lady Eagles will advance to play at Inman to take on the number 1 seed Sterling. Definitely a tough matchup for them heading into the remainder of sub-state this week. They will be playing March 6th. That game will be early at 6 p.m. I believe we are still trying to discuss if we will be able to make that game. But now we will have the national anthem. I'll be right back with you for the starting lineups for Ellenwood and Whitewater.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's first round 2A sub-state basketball game between the number 8 seed Whitewater Remington Broncos and your hometown Ellenwood Eagles, the number 1 seed. The score of any event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of contestants, coaches, and spectators are remembered. The next time you attend a high school event, think of how history will remember you. Choose a side of good sportsmanship when attending a high school event. Remember, good sports show you how to play the contest. This was a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activity Association and Ellenwood High School. We ask now that you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Miss Stephanie Gearing, the elementary music teacher, and junior Haley Troyer. To Ellenwood High School, home of the best student cheering section in Kansas. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Broncos, our visitors from Whitewater Remington, a 5'11" senior.
Welcome back, everyone. Caleb Book out here with you. As tonight Ellenwood takes on the Whitewater Remington Broncos in the first game on the men's side here of the 2A South-State tournament. As Ellenwood comes into play as the 1 seed taking on the 8 seed Remington Broncos. Ellenwood heads into this match with a record of 16-4. Whitewater 5-15. The winner of this game will head on to take the winner of Inman and Sedgwick. That game takes tonight as well. Unfortunately, we see their season come to an end. Start over the starters here for the Whitewater Remington Broncos. Starting first with number 5, a 5'11" senior Ty Martin. Number 10, a 5'9" sophomore Number 15, a 6'5" senior Adrian Spencer. Number 20, a 5'7" senior Paul Vosnot. And number
Philip Messer.
With their head coach is Derek Joyner, assisted by Tyson Ramel. By Whitewater, up a minute as 7:04. Ellen has it on the inbound. Will bring it up on the far side, swing it over to Stolstock. Now over to Duggan side to him, kept it in the block, and he spins off of Martin. That was no good. Rebounded up by Bronco. Bronco basketball now. Spencer on the near wing. Swing it back up top to Martin. Drive up over, he'll take it over for a three there from Scrivener. That one, no good. Rebound goes defensively, Stolstock out of bounds off of Tyler. Steeler by Ellenwood. Alrighty, we should be good now. I don't know what happened, but my mic wasn't working. We should be good now to recap. Whitewater leads 2-0 off a two from Spencer. Acrobatic layup from I don't know why. Okay, hopefully we're working again. Somebody might be messing with our cord, but I should be back, I think, by what the stream is saying. I should be back as Hamke gets fouled on the way up for a 2. As the Broncos lead 4-0 in the first quarter with 4:17 left to go. We will see Ty Martin pick up his first personal for the Remington Broncos, the 3rd team foul against Whitewater. The first free throw from Hamke up and away. That one no good. We'll see a sub in for Ellenwood as Tyler Knope comes in for Luke Wondrop. Had a pretty spectacular block over here on the north side of the gym by Brenton Dunn off the fast break layup attempted by Whitewater. Hamke's not able to convert on either free throws. Rebounded defensively by the Broncos. Ty Martin will bring it up on the near side. Now up top to Edward Winter. Winter at the Ellenwood logo, picked up by Hamke. He'll take it over to the far side of your screen, and he'll throw a bounce pass to Martin. Martin inside to Spencer, sitting in at 6'5". That's going to be a key for Ellenwood to stop him. Hamke found the recipe to do that, as now he has a fast break. Up for 2, no good. Offensive rebound, Stolstad's up for 2. That putback will go. Tyler Stolstad picks up the first basket for Ellenwood. Packed house here at Ellenwood High School. Able to go. Defensive rebound, Tyler Solstad. We'll see a foul picked up here by Whitewater Remington. Look to be on Edward Winter. It will be his first personal, the 4th team foul against Whitewater. We'll see the first substitution for the Broncos as Samuel Entz will come in for Adrian Spencer. And for Ellenwood, Ryan Niles looks to come into the ballgame for Tyler Stolstad. Eagle ball now, Niles on the far wing, now back to Dutton. Dutton to Knope on the far elbow, who'll spin and kick it to Niles. Niles thought about a 3, he'll give it back to Dutton, now to Dole. Dole to Hamke now in the near short corner, back out to Dole. Dole will pull up for 3, that looks good from here, won't go. Offensive rebound, Knope for the putback, he's fouled on the way. So he'll get his crack at the free throw line. The personal foul looks to be against Paul Fosnot. His first personal, or his second personal, the team's 5th. First free throw knocked down by Knope off the bench. That's his first point of the ball game. We'll see a sub in now for Whitewater Remington, as we will see Griffin Cook, a 5'9" sophomore, come into the ball game for Paul Fosnot, who picked up his second personal. Second free throw from Knope and good as well, putting him now at 2. Tie ball game here with 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Ellenwood ties this one back up 4-4. Ellenwood enters this game the 1 seed, Whitewater being the last seed of the Inman Substate, being the 8th seed. Over on the far wing, we'll see a 3 from Ty Martin. That one not able to go. Defensive rebounded by Whitewater. Out of bounds off the Broncos. I couldn't see really what happened because of the Ellenwood student section. We'll see Tyler Stolstad check into the game, and he'll take the place of Brenton Dunn. Dutton leads Ellenwood in scoring with 18.3 points per game. We'll see Edward Winter pick up his second personal. The 6th team foul. We'll see a technical there against Winter. So Knope will try again at the free throw line. As the Broncos pick up their 6th team foul. One more will put Ellenwood in the bonus. Knope's already knocked down 2 free throws. The one from him on the way is good, putting him now at 3. Since it was a technical foul, Knope will get one more, and it'll be Eagle basketball. Second free throw up and away from Knope. No good off the back iron. It'll be Eagle possession. Ellenwood will inbound right in front. Over here on the near side of your screen, right in front of the Ellenwood fans. The inbound into Niles. Niles will give it right back to Dole. Dole now gets an on-ball screen from Hammocky. He'll kick to the roll man in Hammocky. Crosses over Martin in the paint for two. No good. Defensive rebound, Ty Martin of Whitewater. Martin will bring it up the floor where he's met by Hammocky right at half court. Now a minute 45 left to go in the first. Whitewater basketball now as we'll see a drive there taken by Scribner. We'll see him fouled on the floor on the way. See who this personal foul is on against Ellenwood. Looks to be on Kyler Dole. His first personal, the second team foul against Ellenwood. Speaking of Dole, we'll see him come out. Coming in, we will see Brenton Dunn. Bronco basketball in the inbound underneath their own basket. The inbound into Toby Lewis. We saw him sub in for Winter. Griffin Cook now finds Ty Martin over on the near side. Martin trying to find an open teammate. He'll drive over to the far side and he'll kick over to Lewis. Lewis will drive baseline up for two. That one will roll in. Good for Lewis. His first bucket of the ball game off the bench for Whitewater. Eagle ball now as Whitewater now leads 6-5. Dunn on the near wing will swing it over to Hammocky. Hammocky in this near corner, back out to Dunn. Dunn will take it over to the far side and Niles. Niles now over to Stolzatz in the far corner, able to not step out of bounds as he was trying to spin off his pivot foot. Three from Dunn, rattles in and out, no good. Defensive rebound, Whitewater ripped away by Knope. Knope now has it on the floor, now to Hammocky. Great look into Stolzatz for two. Tyler Stolzatz now picks up point number 4 on the night and gives Ellenwood the lead right back. Last 40 seconds of play in the first quarter trickles down here as the Broncos have possession. Over on the far side, we will see Cook. Cook now to a wide open two there from Entz. He kind of shot it a little too shallow as it clanked off the rim. Eagle ball now as they look to put up another score before the first quarter comes to a close. Dunn with it at the far elbow, drives up for two. Lots of contact, no foul. As now it looks like we'll see a foul, or we'll see an out-of-bounds call against Ellenwood. Luke Wondra will come into the ballgame for David Hammocky. It'll be Whitewater basketball, 17 seconds left. They have the distance of the court to go. Ty Martin to inbound. The inbound into Cook. Cook now over to the far side in Scribner. Scribner back over to Cook. Wondra kind of having a one-man full-court press. Cook trapped now by Niles and Wondra. Finds a man in Martin on the near corner. Martin now back up top to Lewis. 3 seconds left to go. Lewis to Martin. Martin out to throw one up. That one had a chance, but it won't go. And at the end of one, Ellenwood leads a tightly close first quarter by a score of 7-6. Tyler Stolzatz has 4 on the night for Ellenwood. Tyler Knope has 3. And for Whitewater, Spencer has 2, Fosnot has 2, and Lewis has 2. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter here on the Eagle Sports Network. Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Caleb Book out here with you. As the 5 starters for Ellenwood returning on the floor, being Brenton Dunn, David Hammocky, Tyler Stolzatz, Kyler Dole, and Luke Wondra. Speaking of Wondra, he's in the near block. Can't find a shot. He'll kick it out to Dole. Wide open for 3. That one will go. He missed his first one on the night, but he's able to knock down the second one. His first bucket of the night. Remington, a basketball As Scribner will send it up to Martin. Martin fouled on Stolstadts, as when Martin came down having to jump up for the pass, he was met by Stolstadts right on the floor. Stolstadts picks up his first personal, the third team foul against Ellenwood. Whitewater ball now, Martin with it on the near wing, swings it over to the far side, and Scribner will see an illegal screen call here against Whitewater. That could be on Spencer. It will be. It'll be Spencer's second personal. We'll see a sub in for Ellenwood as David Hammocky comes in and Tyler Knope comes out. Eagle basketball now. Dole will bring it up over on the far side of your screen. He'll get a screen from Mundra, and he'll kick it to Dutton. Dutton gets an on-ball screen of his own. He'll pull up for three. That one, no good. Defensive rebound, Spencer of Whitewater. Both teams looking to keep their season alive. The loser will unfortunately see their season come to an end. The winner will see Inman or Sedgwick on Friday. The three from Martin is clanked in good. Martin picks up his first bucket of the night, and it comes big around the perimeter. Ellenwood now leads by one, 10-9, with 6:45 left to go in the second. Ellenwood ball now, Stolstadts on the far wing. He'll take his crack out of three. That one no good. Offensive rebound, Hammocky on the far short corner. He'll drive baseline, up for two. Contact is good. Hammocky picks up his first two of the night as Ellenwood looks to get something rolling offensively. Inbound into Scribner. Scribner over to Cook on the near side. Cook back over to Scribner. Ellenwood with their little half-court press, as we'll see in the hands of Lewis. We'll see a out-of-bounds call against Lewis. We'll actually see, my bad, a 30-second timeout taken here by Whitewater, the first timeout taken of the ballgame with 6:19 left to go in the second quarter. Ellenwood leads Whitewater 12-9. You're watching the Eagle Sports Network live on HEB Communications Channel 820 and Channel 76 and live on YouTube. Whitewater ball now in the hands of Scribner right at the Ellenwood logo. Now over to the near side and Cook. Cook now finds a Martin up top. Inside loft into Spencer. Spencer up for two. Contact in one. Spencer with point number 4 on the contest. The foul is on Dole. It looks to be on Dole. It will be his second personal. The 4th team foul against Ellenwood. As Spencer heads to the line looking to convert an and one and tie the ball game up. Free throw, no good. Defensive rebound, Hammocky of Ellenwood. So when we do a live stream, we have a MacBook Pro, what we stream on. Reverse layup from Hammocky, not able to go. So anyway, we're replacing it with a way newer and way more expensive laptop tomorrow. So I think the one we're using took offense to that. That's why we might have some mic issues at the start of this one, as we'll see a turnover there against Whitewater. Tyler Stolstadts checks into the game, and Kyler Dole checks out of the game for Ellenwood. Ellenwood basketball now. Niles over on the far side. He'll get an on-ball screen from Stolstadts, and he'll kick it to Tyler. Stolstadts drives to the near block. A left-handed layup will fall in for him. Tyler Stolstadts picks up point number 6 on the night. Bronco basketball now. Lewis will swing it over to Cook on the near side. A bounce pass into Scribner, now to Spencer. Cook now over top to Scribner. Picked up by Hammocky. Now over to the far side and Martin. Lewis on the far block, backing down Stolstadts. A bounce pass over to the near corner and Spencer. Cook now to Scribner for 3. That one no good. Defensive rebound, Dunn of Ellenwood. He looks to push the fast break. 2-on-3 situation. Dunn will slow things down where he's picked up by Scribner. Dunn at the top of the floor will drive to the far block. He'll put it up for 2. Blocked by Martin. Offensive rebound, Stolstadts. Dunn with it for a second try. Hop steps up for 2. No good. Defensive rebounded by Whitewater. In unrelated news, when Ellenwood was warming up, I walked by and the ball came over to me. And of course, me being at the three-point line, I thought, what else could I do besides shoot it? And I made it. I had the follow-through held and everything. So I'm shooting 100% on the year. I'm going to roll with that heading into spring. Bronco basketball now. Cook over to the near side, and Martin. Martin picked up by Wondra. Wondra, one of Ellenwood's better perimeter defenders. Him and Britton Dunn, definitely really solid perimeter defenders, as Ellenwood has likes like Knope, who's a big body inside of the paint who can defend well, and Hamke can defend well. We'll see a travel committed here by Whitewater. We'll see two subs in, one for Ellenwood, one for Whitewater. The one for the Broncos being Samuel Ince. He'll come in for Adrian Spencer, and Tyler Knope comes in for Luke Wondra. Eagle basketball now, 4 minutes and counting left to go in the first half. Ellenwood leads 14-11. Niles on the far side swings it to Stolstad. Stolstad strives and kicks to Dutton. Dutton lost it off his fingertips, out of bounds. Bronco basketball. We'll see a sub now for Whitewater, as we will see Edward Winter come in for Toby Lewis. Winter, a senior, picked up a technical foul previously. That's why he got subbed out. The inbound into Griffin Cook, now over to Winter. Winter now picked up by Hamke, back over to the near side, and Cook. Cook a bounce pass into Ince. Now up top to Martin. Martin over to the far side, and Winter. Winter will pick up his dribble and will give it over to the far side, and Cook now to Martin. Martin gets a play called here for this Broncos offense. He'll swing it over to the near side, and a Scribner now to Martin, back over on the near wing. Martin back now in the near corner, where he's picked up by Knope and Dunn. He's trapped on the near sideline. Deflected there, will go out of bounds off Ellenwood. We'll actually see a foul picked up here by Ellenwood on Hamke. Hamke will pick up personal foul number 1, the 5th team foul against Ellenwood. Bronco basketball, Winter to inbound right next to the Ellenwood student section, the inbound into Scribner. There will also be a halftime show here at Ellenwood, as some of the students will be participating in the patent pending What Would You Do for a Klondike Bar games. See 4 seniors of Ellenwood out at half court, so we will have that stream. Dutton now pulls up for 2. That one in and out, no good. Defensive rebound by Samuel Ince. Neither team able to take the lid off the basket, as we still have a score of 14-11 with 2:40 left to go in the first half. Griffin Cook now over to the far side, and Scribner. Braden Scribner, a sophomore, now over to Martin. Up top now to Ince. Ince now over to the far side, and Cook. Cook now to the near side, and Scribner for 3. We'll see a travel taken by him. Turnover there against Whitewater Remington. Got the "you can't do that" chance from the Ellenwood student section. I'd be willing to put up an argument that Ellenwood has one of the best student sections in the state of Kansas, as we always have a lot of participants and a lot of people show out. Hamke up for 2, blocked by Martin. Looked like there could have been some contact there. I feel like that could have been a call that could have went either way. Remington basketball now. Martin will drive and kick over to a wide open Scribner for 3. That one he'll knock down. Tie ball game now, as Scribner picks up his first bucket of the night. Ellenwood's tied up at 14-all with 1:56 and counting. Dutton will drive and kick to Niles. Niles now will take it over to the near corner, and Hamke. Hamke now back to Niles. Niles into Knope. Knope back out to Hamke. Hamke will drive baseline up for 2. Good luck, good finish. Hamke now with point number 4 on the night, and gives Ellenwood the lead right back. Cook with an hour on the far side, as now Winter will bring it past half court for the Broncos. Now over to Griffin Cook on the far side. Now back over to Scribner. Scribner now over to the near corner, and Ince. Ince now will pick up his dribble and he'll swing it back out to Winter. Winter over to Martin. Martin over to Scribner. Scribner will drive to the far side block. Floats one up for 2. That one will rattle in good. Scribner now with 5 of the night. He's Whitewater's leading scorer. Obvious frustration from Ellenwood head coach Derek Joyner, as we'll see a 30-second timeout taken by him, the first timeout for Ellenwood here in this one. With 1:13 left to go in the second quarter, Ellenwood has this one all tied up at 16 apiece. You're watching the Eagles Sports Network. Hammocky and Dole now on the bench for Ellenwood, as we'll see Wondra and Knope in. Niles on the far side now to Dutton on the near side. Wondra at the free throw line. He'll spin and kick it out to Stolstad. Stolstad will drive and kick to Niles. Niles will put it on the floor and kick to Dutton, who'll take a three. They need that one. Not able to fall. Defensive rebound by a Whitewater Remington. I think Ellenwood came into this matchup thinking that they're going to easily win, that they'll be able to destroy Whitewater since Ellenwood's the 1 seed and Whitewater's the 8 seed, only winning 5 games. But Whitewater's been able to stay in this one so far in the first half. Timeout now on the near side, picked up by Wonder over to Winter. Winter over on the far side, picked up by Niles. Winter will drive and he'll kick it back to Martin. Martin now looking for something. He'll get an on-ball screen from Winter and he'll drive it over to the far side. 20 seconds left now as Whitewater looks to drain out the remainder of this second quarter. Winter now on the near wing. Now up top to Samuel Ince. Ince now getting directions from their head coach. 8 seconds left to go now. Winter on the near wing. 5 seconds left remaining. Ince at the top of the floor takes a forced three, blocked by Knope. Ellenwood able to give up an easy rebound, but time will expire here at the end of the first half as Ellenwood leads 16-16. Scoring-wise, Tyler Stolstad has 6, David Hammocky has 4, Kyler Dole has 3, and Tyler Knope has 3. For Whitewater, Martin has 3, Scribner has 5, Spencer has 4, Fosnot has 2, and Lewis has 2. We will have the halftime presentation as we will see seniors Naeli Mendez, Adam Manny, Garrett Hirsch, and Caitlin Panning participate in the halftime show. We will have audio and a video feed for that coming up. And I'll be right back with you at the start of the third quarter. You're watching the Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Caleb Book out here with you as we get these final two quarters underway. We got a tie ball game here in Ellenwood, 16-all. Whitewater basketball now, as we'll see it in the hands of Martin on the near side. Martin now drives at the top of the floor. He'll pick up his dribble and he'll send it over to Scribner. Spencer now in the far block, guarded by Hammocky. He'll have that one ripped away by Wondra. We'll see a foul committed by Wondra. Could have been a jump ball, but it did look like he had some contact on that forearm. So we'll see Wondra pick up his second personal, the first team foul against Ellenwood in this second half. Whitewater basketball now, as we'll see Winter throw it inside of the paint to Fosnot. Fosnot over to Martin. Martin will travel. We'll actually see a 3 seconds in the lane call. I thought it was going to be called a travel because he kind of tried to pump fake and drive. But we'll see a 3 seconds in the lane call, more than likely against Fosnot or Spencer. Eagle basketball now. The Ellenwood looks to regain the lead. Dole on the near side swings it to Stolstad. He'll drive and he'll kick to Dutton. Dutton for three. That one is in and good. Brenton Dutton with his first bucket of the night off a three-pointer on the far wing. Whitewater basketball now. Scribner now throws it up the floor to Martin. Martin now at the white volleyball line. He'll swing it over to Scribner. Scribner now picked up by that Ellenwood 3-2 zone. Fosnot now with it on the near side. Picks up his dribble and throws a pass inside to Spencer. Deflected by Hammocky. Picked up by Dole. Dole with a full head of steam will hop step. That one's stolen away by Scribner. Whitewater will say, let me get that right back. Bronco basketball now. Scribner met by Dole right past half court. Now over to the near side and Winter. Winter to Spencer. A few steps in front of the three-point arc. Spencer now to Scribner. We'll see a travel this time committed by Scribner. And it will be Ellenwood basketball. Dole will inbound in for Ellenwood. He will into Dutton. Dutton will bring it past half court, right at the Ellenwood logo. He'll swing it over to Hammocky. Hammocky now up top to Stolstad, now to the near side, and a Dole. Dole up top to Dutton. Dutton picked up by Fosnot, almost lost control of it. He's able to swing it over to Stolstad. Stolstad will give it right back to Dutton. Dutton now will get an on-ball screen from Wondra. He'll pull up for a deep two, foot on the line. That's good. They are going to call it a two. Dutton now with 5, and Ellenwood leads by 5. Remington basketball now, a loft pass into Martin, able to stop the half-court press by Ellenwood. Martin will spin off Dutton over on the far side, and he'll swing it over to Scribner. Quite a distance behind the three-point line. Scribner now sends it over to the near side, and time Martin. Martin definitely key in this Whitewater offense. Winter with an out over to the near side, tipped by Hammocky. The steal is out the leg of Fosnot, picked up by Fosnot. Now back over to Winter. Whitewater able to slow things down. Spencer over for a deep two. We're going to see a travel committed by Whitewater. A turnover there against the Broncos. Eagle basketball now. Dutton will bring it up the floor on the far side. They'll get an on-ball screen from Wondra down to the near side and Dole. Dole finds Hammocky at the free throw line. Hammocky puts it on the floor, lost control of it. It's able to be picked up by Stolstad. Dutton now over on the far side, pump fakes, picked up by Fosnot. Now over to Wondra. Wondra back to Dutton. Dutton gets an on-ball screen from Hammocky. Dutton on the far elbow, can't find anything. He'll bring it out to the three-point arc. He'll spin inside the paint, up for a left-handed shot. That one no good. Offensive rebound to Wondra. Wondra back up for two. That one is good. Off the friendly roll. Wondra now with his first two of the night. Bronco basketball now as Ellenwood finally gets something rolling as they can finally take the lid off the basket. Winter now over to Scribner. Now a lofty pass over to Fosnot. Fosnot drives to the paint, kicks to Martin. Martin over to Spencer. Spencer back to Martin. Martin to Scribner. Scribner pass fakes. He'll put the ball on the floor. He'll bring it way back out past the three-point arc where he's met by Hammocky. Scribner will drive in the paint. He'll kick it over to Spencer. Spencer now up top to Martin. Martin over to Winter. Winter over to Scribner. Scribner inside to Spencer. Spencer backing down. Stolstad's up for two. Foul on the way. So we'll see him head to the free throw line for two. Foul looks to be on Hammocky. That'll be a second personal, the second team foul against Ellenwood. Spencer heads to the line. He has 4 points on the night. The first free throw up and away from him. Bounces no good. We'll see a 7 for Whitewater as we will see Griffin Cook come in. He'll take the place of Paul Fosnot, and we'll see Luke Wondra come out for Ellenwood and Tyler Knope come in. Second free throw on the way from Spencer is up and away. That one no good as well. Defensive rebound, Dole. Ellenwood basketball now done over on the far side, picked up by Martin. Now bounce pass over to Dole on the near side. Dole now pass fakes and drives and kicks to Dutton. Dutton over to Hammocky in the far short corner. Back out to Dutton. Dutton will drive to the far elbow, throw a bounce pass to Knope at the top of the floor, now to Dole. Dole now on the near wing. Is able to avoid pressure and find an open Hammocky. Hammocky drives with a head of steam. We're going to see a charge against Hammocky. Definitely disagreeing with that call. Hammocky will pick up his third personal. We'll probably see him come out, which we will. Luke Wondra will come in and take his place. Whitewater Remington basketball now, 3:55 in the third quarter. Ellenwood leads 23-16. On the near side, Winter got a pass from Cook. Now over to the far side and Scribner. Scribner picked up by Wondra way out past the perimeter. They'll bring it up to the near side with a bounce pass to Cook. Cook back to Scribner. Scribner spins off Wondra. Now over to the near corner and Martin. Martin on the near short corner out to Scribner for three. That one no good. Defensive rebound, Dole making sure he didn't step out of bounds. And it'll be Ellenwood at basketball once again. Dole now will take it over to the far side and Knope. Knope now finds Wondra on the far elbow. Dole now on the near side finds Dutton. Dutton now right at the top of the floor. He'll drive into the paint, pick up his dribble, up for a left-handed shot. That one will bounce in good. Brenton Dutton now with 7 on the night. It's Ellenwood's leading scorer. Following him at 6 is Tyler Solstats. Whitewater Remington basketball now. Winter will bring it up the floor over to Martin. Martin with a backdoor cut and Winter a little give and go. And now out to Scribner. Scribner out to Cook. Cook with a bounce pass off the shin of Knope. We'll see a kick ball violation on Ellenwood. We'll see a full timeout taken here by the Broncos. Their second timeout of the contest with 2:44 left to go in the third quarter. Ellenwood leads 25-16. You're watching the Eagle Sports Network live on HB Communications Channel 820, live on Channel 76, and live on YouTube. Welcome back from the full timeout. Caleb Bookout here with you as Whitewater looks to get their first score of the third quarter. At the end of half, it was 16-16. Now Ellenwood leads 25-16. Ty Martin will inbound in for Whitewater. He'll inbound into Edward Winter. Winter now picked up by Britton Dunn over the near side, back to Martin. Martin now over to Winter. Winter gets an on-ball screen from Spencer, picks up his dribble and throws it to Scribner, deflected by Dole. Great look into Cook for three. Cook's able to make the best out of the situation. His first bucket of the night, putting him at 3 points. Eagle ball now. Dunn over on the far side, throws a bounce pass to Knope. Knope now back out to Dunn. Dunn, lots of contact from Martin, and no foul call there. It'll still remain Eagle basketball. Martin, a defensive fiend, able to come up with a steal with no foul. A lot of frustration from both Ellenwood head coach Derek Joyner and the Ellenwood fans. It will stay Whitewater basketball now with 1:55 in the third quarter. Ellenwood fans getting pretty loud. Martin now at the top of the floor for the Broncos, swings it to Cook. Cook with another three. We'll see a travel committed by Cook. Turnover there against Whitewater. Should see 2 subs in at the scores table. The referee talking to the Whitewater head coach. Trying to signal the guy at the scores table, but he didn't have his hearing aids in. There he goes. Had about 8 whistles before he got up. We'll see Spencer come out for the Broncos, taking his place, the deaf Samuel Ince. And for Ellenwood, we saw Hammocky come in for Canope. Ref still talking to Whitewater head coach. Now we'll see an inbounds play for Ellenwood. Inbound into Dutton, and Dutton will give it right back to Dole. Dole now over on the near wing. He'll find Stolstad. Stolstad drives, hop steps up for 2, no good. Foul there on the way up, so we'll see Stolstad take a friendly trip to the line for 2. The foul will be against number 10, Scribner. His first personal, the first team foul against Whitewater in this half. The first free throw up and away from Stolstad, no good. We'll see a 7 for Ellenwood as Ryan Niles comes in for Kyler Dole, and for the Broncos, we'll see Ty Martin come out. Coming in, we'll see Toby Lewis, a 6-foot-tall junior. Lewis on the night has 2 points to his name, taking out Martin, who has 3 points. Second free throw from Stolstad is in and good, putting him now at 7. He's tied with Dutton as a leading scorer for this Eagles team. Ellenwood now leads 26-19, a minute 33 left to go in the third quarter. Scribner now over on the near side, swings it back over to Cook. Cook over on the far wing, picks up his dribble, now up top to Lewis. Lewis now to the near side, deflected by Dutton, picked up by Scribner. Scribner able to avoid the defensive pressure now right at the Ellenwood logo. Over on the near side, Cook. Now into Scribner, a great read there by Wandra. He's able to jump up and read the pass. Hammocky up for 2, we'll see a blocking foul. Kind of surprised we didn't see a charge, but luckily for Ellenwood, we'll see a blocking foul. Some frustration over by the Whitewater Remington fans. Samuel Ince will pick up his first personal as Hammocky heads to the line for 2. The second team foul against the Broncos. Hammocky on the night has 4 points to his name. First free throw up from him, in and good, putting him now at 5. Second free throw on the way from Hammocky, up and good as well, putting him now at 6. Substitution in for Whitewater as we will see Ty Martin coming to the ball game for Toby Lewis. Bronco basketball now. Inbounding will be Winter. Winter will inbound to the near side, and Scribner. Scribner now guarded by Hammocky. A cross-court pass over to Griffin Cook. Cook now back over to the near side, and Scribner. Scribner back over to the far side, and Cook. Now back over to the near side, and Scribner. Whitewater playing that hot potato offense. Scribner met by Ellenwood's 3-2 zone. As Whitewater looks to drain out the remainder of this last 40 seconds. Ty Martin on the near wing, picked up by Stolstad. To bounce pass stolen there by Wandra. Looks like we'll see a foul committed here by Luke. If it is, that'll be his third personal. It will be. The fourth team foul committed by Ellenwood. Bronco basketball now. Martin looking to inbound. He'll loft one into Cook, deflected by Stolstad, out of bounds. Great defense there by Ellenwood. A sub in for Ellenwood, as we'll see senior Tyler Canope coming to the ball game for senior Luke Wandra. We'll see Broncos get a redo on the inbounds pass with 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Whitewater Remington with an owl, as we'll see Ince with an owl over to the far side, and Scribner. As Whitewater looks to keep himself for the last second shot here. Ince on the near block for 2, good move. Ince now puts it up for 2, his first bucket of the night. Ellenwood now leads 28-21 with 15 seconds left to go. Niles on the near side, met by Cook. That pass picked up by Stolstad. Great backdoor cut and finished by Canope. His first bucket, putting him at 5, and count the assist for Stolstad. 3 seconds left. Whitewater needs a last second heave. Scribner at half court up for 3. That one almost went in. Had a weird form to it. He kind of brought it up from his right hip and threw it over his right shoulder. Almost knocked it down, but at the end of 3, Ellenwood leads this one now by a margin of 30-21. You're watching the Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. As both teams look to see their season continue or end, the winner will head on to take the winner of Inman and Sedgwick. That game taking place tonight. I couldn't find a score, but the winner of this one will head to Inman on Friday to play that game. The loser will see their season sadly come to a close. Niles on the near elbow, able to avoid the pressure from Martin, and will kick it over to Knope. Still sides with an elbow drive. He'll kick it into an open Knope in the paint. That was shot no good. It was kind of a laser at the bottom of the rim. We'll see Knope pick up a foul, trying to dive for the loose ball. If it is on Knope, that's his first personal. It will be his first personal. Brenton Dutton subs into the ball game for Ryan Niles. Eagle Whitewater basketball now. Griffin Cook with it now back over to the near side, and Edward Winter. Winter now picks up his dribble, now back over to Cook. Cook now with a bounce pass to Ty Martin. Martin trapped by Adol, and Hamke's able to spin towards the sideline and avoid the pressure. Spencer on the far corner finds an open Winter in the paint. Winter turns around for two. Good finish. Winter now with his first bucket of the night, putting him at two. Better late than ever. Eagle ball now. Dole lost one into Dunn, almost out of bounds. Able to recover as Dole will look to take a three. Passes out to the near corner for a three from Stolstats. That one won't get the friendly roll. Put back by Hamke. Blocked by Spencer. Out of bounds off of Whitewater. Kind of hard to go up with a putback in a contest when you have Spencer in the paint sitting in at 6'5", the tallest one on the court. Eagle basketball set to inbound underneath their own basket. He mounts into Dutton. Dutton lost it off the deflection by Ty Martin. Martin not a bad perimeter defender himself. We saw him come up with some big deflections and stops on the defensive end for the Broncos. We'll see a second attempt on the inbound into Knope from Dole right in front of Ellenwood's bench. Knope will give it right back to Dole. Dole will pick up his dribble, trying to avoid the pressure. A bounce pass over to Hamke. Hamke back out to Dole. As the Broncos really stepped up their game defensively. We'll finally see a foul call here by Ty Martin, his second personal, the third team foul against Whitewater. Third team foul here against the Broncos. Neither team are really in a foul trouble. We'll see a timeout taken here by Ellenwood. Looks to be a 30-second timeout. And with 6:39 left to go in the fourth quarter, Ellenwood leads a 30-23. I was saying neither team's really in that bad of foul trouble personally wise. Like for the Broncos, Ty Martin has two, Scribner has one personal foul, Spencer has two personal, Paul Fosnot has two personal, and Edward Winter has two personal. Ince has one personal. For Ellenwood, Brenton Dunn has none. Tyler Stolzatz has one. David Hamke has three. Kyler Dole has two. Luke Winter has three. And Tyler Knope has one. So you don't really have to worry on that side of things. Both teams have two timeouts with three remaining. So really, it's going to come down to who can execute offensively. The inbound into Dutton right at the Ellenwood logo. Now back over to Dole. Dole now gets an on-ball screen from Hamke. Back to Dutton on the near side. Stolzatz will take a three. That one sharp, no good. Offensive rebound, Knope. Knope looking to go back up for two. Contact. That one in and good. Tyler Knope now with 7. Ellenwood now leads by 9. Bronco basketball. Griffin Cook now throws a bounce pass back to Winter on the near side. Winter trapped by Hamke and Dutton. Now back over to Griffin Cook. Cook now back over the near side, and Winter. Winter picked up by Dutton. Ellenwood fans are getting loud. Winter now over to Paul Fosnot over on the far volleyball line. Now up top to Martin. Martin gives the ball to Cook. Cook breaking down Hamke. He'll pick up his dribble, and he'll throw a bounce pass over to Winter. Whitewater not able to find anything scoring-wise. Martin will swing it back out to Cook. Ellenwood being able to keep their wits defensively. Cook now has it around the perimeter. Inside to Martin, a backdoor cut out of bounds. Intended for Winter. It would have been a great pass. They were able to convert. It could have been a reverse layup potentially by Winter. That one not able to go. We'll see a 7 as Paul Fosnot comes out. Coming in will it be Braden Scribner. Eagle ball now with 5:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Eagles lead by 9. Dole will bring it up on the far side. He'll give it to Hamke. Up top to Knope. Knope now will give it to the other Tyler, being Stolstad. Now to Hamke. Hamke on the far block, kicks it out to Dole. Stolstad's wide open for three. He's a specialist. That one's in and good. Tyler Stolstad's now at 10. He's Ellenwood's leading scorer. We'll see a timeout taken by Whitewater. Full timeout with 5:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ellenwood leads 35-23. Welcome back from the full Whitewater timeout. It'll be Bronco basketball. Martin to inbound into Winter. Winter now over to the near side and Scribner. Scribner now back over to Winter on the far side. Winter just approaching the half-court line, back to Scribner. Scribner back over to Winter, who will finally bring it past half-court. Will be trapped by Dole and Hamke. We're going to see a blocking foul picked up here on Hamke. That'll be his fourth personal. Perfect timing as we'll see Luke Wondra come in and take his place after Hamke picked up his fourth personal. Bronco basketball, Ty Martin at the Ellenwood logo now for Whitewater. Now to Winter. Winter drives into the paint, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Scribner. Scribner for three, looks good from here, and it is good. Scribner picks up point to number 8. He's Whitewater's leading scorer. Ellenwood ball now done on the far side, swings it to Wondra. Wondra now in the far corner, inside to Knope, stolen there by Martin. Whitewater looking to get something rolling offensively as they look to crawl back from this 9-point deficit. Ty Martin over to the near side and Scribner. Scribner back up top to Martin. Martin over to the far side in a Spencer. Spencer now up top to Martin. Martin finds Cook off the off-ball screen. He'll drive baseline up for two. Lots of contact. Basket won't go, but he'll be fouled on the way up. Tyler Knope will pick up foul number 2. I believe a 7th team foul against Ellenwood. It will be the 7th, putting Whitewater in the bonus. We'll see 2 free throws coming up for Cook. The first one up and away is good. That's his 4th point of the contest. We'll see a sub in for Whitewater as we will see Spencer come out and we will see Samuel Ince come in. I kind of question that substitution there for Whitewater. Now Spencer's the one anchor defensively and offensively that you have in the paint where you have an advantage against Ellenwood. But we'll see Cook knock down the second free throw, putting him now at 5. Ellenwood ball now done, bringing it up the floor to Wondra. Wondra now to Dole on the near side. Dole will swing it over to Dutton. Dutton pass fakes, pulls up for 2. That one in and good. Britton Dutton now with 9. He's Ellenwood's second leading scorer behind a Solstatz's 10. Whitewater basketball now. Winter on the far wing, picked up by Knope. Winter will kick it back out to Scribner. Scribner will drive, spin off Wondra over the near elbow and kick it to Cook. Cook now inside to Scribner for a give and go. That one no good. Defensive rebound, Knope. Ellenwood just needs to hold on for this last 3 minutes and 25 seconds. A 3 from Stolstad is knocked down. Stolstad's now with 13. As Ellenwood looks to advance their season into Friday. Scribner now over to Winter on the far side. Winter picked up by Dunn and Wondra, now to Cook. Scribner now on the near side. Thought about a 3. He'll kick it over to Winter instead. Martin now on the near side. Now kicks it to Scribner, wide open for 3. That one barely no good. Defensive rebound, Knope. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left now. As Ellenwood looks to close this one out, they lead by 12. Dunn over on the far side, picked up by Martin out of Dole. Dole to a backdoor cut and Canope. Canope reverse layup, that's good and in. Tyler Canope off the bench, having a stellar night with 9 points. Bronco basketball now. We'll see Winter bring it up on the near side, now over to Cook. Cook now picked up by Winter and Dunn, back over to Winter. Winter will drive straight into the paint. He'll get him a jump there from Stolstad. It's picked up by Ince. Ince over on the far side. We'll see another foul picked up by Canope. If I have my numbers right, that'll be his third personal. We'll see a one-of-one opportunity for Samuel Ince at the free throw line. 2 subs in, one for Whitewater, that being Toby Lewis coming into the ballgame for Griffin Cook. And we'll see David Hammocky check in for Tyler Canope. Hammocky with 4 personal. One more and he'll be fouled out of the ballgame. Canope heads to the bench with 9 points on the night. One-of-one free throw from Ince, in and good. That's his 3rd point of the night. He'll get a 2nd free throw here coming up. I'm going to push Whitewater's point total to 30 and push his point total to 4. 2nd free throw for Ince, up and no good. Defensive rebound, Hammocky. Dunn now over on the far side, swings it to Dole. We'll see an intentional foul there by Martin. That was a very rough foul there by him. Martin will pick up personal foul number 3. Team foul number 4 committed by the Broncos. We'll see 2 subs in for the Broncos, as we'll see Samuel Ince come out. And we'll see Ty Martin come out. Coming in, we'll see Paul Fosnot, and we will also see Adrian Spencer. Their coach called out for an intentional foul, so I don't know if they're going to continue to do this. They'll have to for a while since they're only at 4 team fouls. We'll see Toby Lewis pick up the first personal against him, the 5th team foul against the Broncos. We'll have to see 2 more personal fouls committed here by Whitewater. It'll be a loft inbound into Dunn. We'll see Lewis pick up another foul against Dunn. Lewis picks up personal foul number 2. I'd be willing to bet my money that we'll see another personal foul here by Whitewater. Well, I would have bet wrong, as we'll see a timeout taken by Whitewater, a full timeout with 2:08 left to go in the 4th quarter. Ellenwood leads 42-29. You're watching the Eagle Sports Network. We'll be right back for this last 2 minutes of play. I want to give a shout out to the Wittenberg family, the parents of Andrew Wittenberg. We want to thank you for tuning in. He appreciates you dearly. You raised a mighty fine son there, a great teacher here at Ellenwood. So we want to thank you for listening. Ellenwood ball, Dunn now over on the far side. Will swing through the trap by Martin. We'll see a foul picked up now. The foul will be against number 10. Scribner, his 2nd personal, the 7th team foul. We'll see Dole head to the free throw line for a 1-of-1 bonus free throw. First free throw up and away from him is in and good. Putting him at point number 4. We'll see Griffin Cook come in for the Broncos. He'll take the place of Paul Fosnot. Second free throw up and away from Dole, in and good as well, putting him now at 5. Ellenwood now leads 44-29 with 1:52 and counting left in this final quarter of play. Steal there by Wondra. A great read. The pass to Dutton on the far block. Reverse layups up, no good. We'll see a travel called there against Britain. Ellenwood head coach Derek Joyner definitely disagreeing with that one. It'll be Whitewater basketball. Cook now bringing it up the floor for the Broncos over to the near side, and Scribner. Scribner now back over to Cook on the far side. Great steal there by Stolzaj. He's able to read the pass intended for Winter. Dutton will just slow things down. The pass over to Dole on the near side. Dole will be intentionally fouled that time by Scribner once again. Scribner will pick up his third personal. It'll be the 8th team foul against the Broncos. It'll send a Dole to the free throw line. Dole on the night has 5. First free throw up and away from him is good. Definitely a team that practices their free throws. Ellenwood definitely ramped things up in the second half. At the end of the first half, they were tied at 16 all as Dole knocks down the second free throw and point number 7 for him. But now Ellenwood with an outstanding 46-29 lead. Winter on the far side will hop step into the paint up for 2. That one will be in and good. Edward Winter now with point number 4 on the night. Eagle basketball now done on the far side. He'll avoid the pressure from Martin as he'll look to personally foul again. Dunn now throws a bounce pass to Hamke. Now over to Dole on the near side. Dole pass fakes. He'll be fouled there by Cook. Cook will pick up his first personal, the 9th team foul against the Broncos. Kyler Dole head to the free throw line for his 3rd straight trip there. Looking to make it 100% from the free throw line. That one in and good, putting him at 8. He's knocked down 5 of 5 free throws in about under a minute. Second free throw up and away from Dole, in and good, putting him now at 9. Bronco basketball. Scribner with an owl on the near side. He'll swing it back over to Winter. Winter now over to Cook. Excuse me. Cook now will see a travel here. We'll actually see a timeout. Not sure what that call means. The ref looked like they called it. Now they will call a timeout. Now I am very confused. So the bald referee, no offense to any bald people out there, I'm not discriminating against you guys, but there's 2 bald people. I should say, let's just call him Rick. Rick looked like he called a timeout, but he signaled the motion for a travel, but he only uses 2 index fingers, not his full forearms. So, and he pointed towards Whitewater. Whitewater went to take a timeout. Ellenwood stayed on the floor because they thought it was a travel call. They finally called a timeout. It was a 30-second timeout taken by Whitewater. And now we have a play as Whitewater burns their last timeout. Bronco basketball now. Paul Fosnot throws it into Spencer. He'll put it up for 2. He's fouled on the way up. We'll see Hamke pick up his 5th and final foul of the contest. It'll be his 5th personal. We'll see him come out to a standing ovation. He had 6 points on the night. We'll see Tyler Knope come in. As we will see Spencer head to the free throw line with 41 seconds left in the final quarter. Ellenwood leads by 17. First free throw from Spencer, short, no good. Second free throw from Spencer, also no good. Defensive rebound done. Hopefully, we don't see another foul committed by Whitewater, as there's not a lot you can do when you're down 17 with 30 seconds left to play. Hopefully, we can just see the ball swung around in the final 30 seconds here. Dole with it will swing it over to Dutton. Dutton will put it on the floor where the ball's ripped away by Paul Fosnot. He almost lost it. He's able to go back up with it. Rejected by Dutton. trying to send him home packing. You know, I'd kind of say he was a little angry. We're going to see a foul call here against Dutton. We'll see a timeout taken here by Ellenwood, a full timeout. With 18 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, Ellenwood leads 48-31. I thought that block was all ball, but obviously Dunn was frustrated that he got the ball ripped away. That could have been a Sports Center top 10 highlight. But they're going to call a foul against Whitewater, or against Dutton. And this ball game is close to coming to an end. Saw sub in for Whitewater, as we will see number 3, Tanner Hitt, a 5'11" senior. He checked into the ball game for Braden Scribner. Fosnot will head to the free throw line for a chance at 2. I thought it was all ball, but Fosnot heads to the line on the night. He has 2 points to his name. First free throw up and away, no good. Second free throw now up and away from Fosnot, in and good, putting him at 3 on the night. It'll be Ellenwood at basketball, the inbound into Dutton with 15 seconds left to go. Dutton will take it over to the far side, still guarded closely by Martin. Dutton will drive over to the near side, 5 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And that'll do it here at Ellenwood High School at the end of 4. Ellenwood comes up victorious by a score of 48-32. And we saw a confetti cannon there by Seth Winget, senior of Ellenwood. Now seniors are dancing in it. Scoring-wise for the Broncos, Ty Martin had 3 points on the night. He didn't contribute much offensively, but defensively he was definitely a presence. Scribner for the Broncos, he was their leading scorer with 8 points on the night. Spencer had 4, Paul Fosnot had 3, Winter had 4, Lewis had 2, Cook had 5, and Ince had 3 for the scoring lines for Ellenwood. Brenton Dutton had 9, Tyler Stolstotz was the leading scorer with 13. David Hammocky fouled out with 6 points on the night. Kyler Dole had 9. Luke Wandra had a 2, and Tyler Knope had a 9 points on the night off the bench. So it looks like the schedule for the remainder of the week is girls will play at Inman for their sub-state game against the 1-seeded Sterling Lady Bearcats. I'd give it a solid 15% chance that we have a broadcast of that game because Ryan Cutter has a conference. He won't get out till 5, and the game starts at 6, and that conference is at Manhattan. That's about an hour drive, so potentially could not be a stream on a Thursday, but we should have a stream Friday at Inman where we'll see Ellenwood take on the winner of either Sedgwick or Inman. I don't know the results of that game, but they'll take on the winner of that game. We'll hopefully see you on Friday as Ellenwood takes the trip to Inman, able to keep their season alive. We want to thank you for listening to this broadcast of the Eagle Sports Network. For Ryan Cutter, I'm Caleb Bookout saying good night and go Eagles.